And we're back with Hybrid Heaven. And in this episode we're finally gonna be taking down this entire chapter because Jesus Christ, this has been taking up for fucking ever.
Hybrid Heaven, more like Robot Heaven, am I right?
Too many robots. IGN reviewed too many robots in this particular chapter.
It's 0 out of 10.
0 out of 10, too many robots.
Yep.
I mean, initially I wasn't going to do any editing, and for the most part, in the future, in the chapter that's coming up, which I have already more or less prepared, I didn't have to cut out any of the fights because they weren't repeating them all over again. They weren't repeating the same 3 or 5 fights over and over, which is why I didn't need to cut any of them because they were all content, you know? But for this, I initially didn't have plans to do any sort of editing for these parts because I feel that the combat is great. I feel that it is very varied and interesting to see whatever you have to do, and almost every encounter feels like a boss fight from any other game. And screw you, missiles, I am picking this up. Please do not disturb me. Jesus Christ, does anybody listen to whatever I say?
Where did the missiles even come from?
They came from that thing that we just destroyed. Just like they were shot down. They were shot out right before I destroyed the missile launcher. Like that knob that I destroyed, that was there, was the missile launcher. Fuck you.
It was a missile, fuck you. I mean, correct, technically.
And the worst part is, there is no such thing as friendly fire for these things, because I would absolutely love it if the missiles could hurt one of the other thing, you know?
Right.
That would be kind of entertaining. But nah. No dice.
No rice.
I can take those out because there aren't too many, and also some of them may drop something useful, but they don't, obviously. And here we have like a little cut. Nobody's gonna notice. I wanted to see if this was something that you could climb up, but it doesn't look it. We haven't seen those in a while. Bye.
Farewell.
Don't even feel like aiming at you. Dang.
Even the diffuser gun is worthless.
Well, I mean, the diffuser gun is worthless. It doesn't even need even. But yeah, back there we got a speed restorer, which is one of the most confusing items in this game, in my opinion. Because there is a separate thing which is called speed enhancer. Ah, lovely, we have another one of these. See, the red thing, that it's actually highlighting it as though it was its head. But no, like speed restore and speed enhancer are really weird because they both serve more or less the same function. They can serve more or less the same function as far as bringing up your speed to its default limit goes. Like for example, if an enemy drops your defense, you use a defense enhancer to bring it back to its default level, right? And use another one up in order to bring it a level higher. With the speed one, it works the exact same way. So that why is there a speed restorer? Like as in one that is used specifically for bringing it back up to what it's supposed to be normally, right? Why is it a separate item? it's not like you get more of one or the other kind. They're both like equally rare, pretty much.
I think what it is that it's probably just a programming mistake. Like,
Maybe it's just something that they wanted to make. Maybe they wanted to make one for like reflexes specifically, but ended up splitting it as 2 items because they put like reflex and speed to be the exact same thing, which I'm still confused what it actually does, you know, because it's my lowest stat. And here we have a very interesting puzzle. We have conveyor belts on the floor, and we have to travel around this entire complex. Of course, this would be a lot more visible to us if I didn't render these videos in such low quality for our viewing. But yeah, they go in specific directions, and you have to travel around this area to a specific point at which you can change their direction and reach some other area. Not very complicated, and also, like, you know, it's not a very complicated puzzle, and it actually makes sense. Like, it's easy to figure it out.
right.
And also, I can avoid that robot, which is always good.
And also, you get the Metal Gear butt shot.
Mm-hmm. I mean, too bad we don't have the sexy protagonist, but you know, you can win them all.
I know, right? Fucking hashtag bring back Diaz 2018.
You know, this room is just such a. We need more of them. More of them in the exact same location. I'm gonna restore. I'm gonna not. Just not gonna.
And the one robot who actually wants to fucking size up to you, and you're like, no, fuck you.
Yeah, here I wanted to make sure for certain that the diffuser gun does not work, and it does not. Yeah, I didn't manage to do, like, it was still figuring out the combo system, but I do that in the end. I do in the end figure it out. And here we have a speed enhancer, just so you know, I'm not delusional about there being 2 items referring to speed. So I was making sure which place was it that I entered from. Nope. Is it just me, or is there some buzzing sound? But yeah,
I can't hear it if there is.
Ah, no, that's just in my room. Fucking hell. But no, there is a that little peg on the wall. Got rid of the barrier in that other room that we've seen before, and these ones were really lazy. Not the room that I wanted to go to. Camera not cooperating. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, running straight at me and then completely ignoring me. And just like walking around the room like a fucking Roomba.
Passive aggressive robot.
Passive aggressive robot. He wants your attention, but then he doesn't really want your attention.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like a cat. It's like a cat with a Roomba AI for walking. That was a dog. My aunt brought us a dog to take care of it for like 2 days. Nope. Just, yeah, no.
Just forget it. Just nah.
I wish I could actually look at him so I could know where to avoid him.
I like that he has a fucking security camera for a head, though.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty cute. I think that those are. I think that that is the exact same model as the one that was a mini boss on that elevator. You know, the one that one actually does have projectile attacks, so it would make sense why he had some additional part. And I'm really disappointed there wasn't a hidden thing right behind this monitor. And this is the other side of that other thing. I do like that they reward you for going out of your way. I mean, you can get by for the most part with just the things that they provide you along the way. But they definitely give you way more than you need from the random chests scattered across the entire map. And there is another thing that I missed before, and a key dispenser, which I need. Right there I cut out like a good 20 minutes of me wondering what did I miss behind the camera angle.
You forgot to build a dispenser.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that peg was probably for the barrier right in the room right next to us. And this is the thing that is used for turning the escalators in the other direction. So it needs to be on the green for us to be able to do what we want to do, and no. Because otherwise we wouldn't be able to actually reach this section, because the escalator was going in the completely different direction before. Or no, we're just walking in circles forever. No, this is a new location, I'm not being crazy. Yeah, really cute, guys. It's not even gonna bother. Like, if at the very least the diffuser gun had some sort of an upgrade system, like for example that it does arrange the diffusion or something, you know, that would make the whole diffusing trap diffusal system a lot more interesting. But as it is, it just becomes like it's not very good at the start and becomes increasingly more useless as the game goes on.
Well, our fists are better.
Or rather our healing items when it comes to dealing with the traps.
Fair.
And as we are slowly going from the beige area to a not so beige area, we're finally ending this chapter. So, now Mr. Diaz has become possibly even sexier than he was before?
But now he's evil. I don't want to beat him up.
I mean, he does. He is one of the best bosses.
Well, there's that at least.